All right, guys, so today I'm here with my professor of my astronomy class, Professor Bakos. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for doing this video.
So today there's an important message that we wanted to talk about, and my professor is going to share a little bit more about what that is, but it's a pretty important topic that I think a lot of you guys are probably not informed about, and so it's something that we both think is an important message for the future generations. So
this is about the night sky and the stars in the night sky, which is very important for us as an integral part of our culture and to some of us our religion and to nature. And I hope many of you have seen the night sky in its full glory, meaning many stars, the Milky Way, shooting stars. You go camping, you have a campfire, you look up the sky and you see all these beautiful things. Why we're here now, that this sky, as you see it, is in great danger. And it's actually happening right now that there will be so many bright satellites orbiting our Earth, very close to the Earth, that all you will see is many bright streaks across the sky.
So could you tell us a little bit more about what these satellites mean and what the objective is?
Of course, the satellites are, the ones I'm talking about are launched by SpaceX, and they will provide internet for many people around the globe. And this constellation of satellites is called Starlink. There are other companies who plan to do the same, but the leader right now, who is ahead of the game, is SpaceX, given that they figured a very inexpensive way of launching objects in space. It's very expensive to launch anything into space. It's a lot of money, and it's also very expensive to build satellites that function in space and for a long time. But SpaceX is very, very smart, and they have found a way through developing their own launch capabilities to launch a very large number of satellites in space. They have launched 120 so far, and they have been seen from many places in the globe. We have photographs and videos showing as they are streak across the sky. But what is very scary is they are planning to launch about 30,000 of these satellites. It's an enormous number.
That's a lot, yeah.
It means that at any moment, according to some simulations, you would see about 500 on the sky from any location on the Earth.
Basically what this means is that anytime we're looking at the night sky, it's going to be polluted by these satellites that are just taking away from the beauty of seeing the Milky Way or the galaxies. And as a photographer and astrophotographer, like, I love taking pictures of the sky because these are things that you can't see with the naked eye. And if we're having all these satellites, it's just gonna make it way harder for us, and especially future generations, to be able to appreciate that.
I fully agree, and the sky is everyone's, but it does not belong to anyone. And I want to emphasize another aspect of this, which is not only us, humans, and not only astronomers, but it's also other creatures on the globe. For example, turns out birds navigate using the stars. They migrate using the stars. Imagine that they are looking for the Big Dipper flying north, and instead they see all these bright things across the sky. It would be very confusing. One should not interfere with nature as much without thinking it carefully through.
So I think overall, it's not a bad thing that these satellites are being put up, because as great as the internet is, it's still something that's pretty important for us in today's age. But Professor Bakos, what are some alternatives you think that can help make this less of a problem?
Yeah, of course, the internet is a very important thing, connecting people and societies if it's used properly. There are alternatives, at least to somehow decrease the problem of light pollution from space. One can paint these satellites black, but even that, for the ones that are very close to Earth, would not help that much. One can launch them at much higher altitude, so they're further away from us. Of course, it means these satellites have to be designed in a different way, they have to be more powerful, but they would see a bigger area. And of course, traditionally on Earth, much of the internet is through fiber links. So there are alternatives which can be considered. And also there's the pure number of satellites. There could be some limits on what is up there. Certainly 30,000 satellites.
That's a lot.
Is a lot. And it will lead to an accelerated rate of other companies launching tens of thousands of satellites for either just internet or also for ads. Personally, would not like to sit in a national park at the campfire looking up the sky and seeing the ads coming from other companies.
So I know it may seem like there's nothing that we can do, especially as students and as teenagers, but actually your voice does matter because the sky belongs to all of us. And an easy way that you can voice your concerns is by signing a petition and sharing that with your friends and your family and anyone who you think will benefit from this. Can you tell us a little bit more about the petition?
Sure, the petition is very simple. It lays out why the sky is very important, the night sky, how it belongs to all of us, how it's an integral part of nature. And in the petition, we are asking for a consultation, for changing either the orbits or the appearances of these satellites, and for a consultation with astronomers who can, and other guardians of the night sky, change something in the configuration of this network of satellites.
So guys, the petition is going to be linked in the description down below. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't think that I personally believe in this and think that you guys would benefit from not only reading over this petition, but once again sharing it with your friends and your family, because once again, like, the sky is something that's so important to all of us, and it's something that we want our kids to be able to see. And if that's going to be polluted by these satellites, it's just going to ruin the beauty of nature. Now, this petition actually is going to be sent over to SpaceX, so if there's anything that you can do to help promote this cause, both of us would really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much in advance for signing it and sharing it with your friends.
We're also going to be leaving some links in the description where you guys can find out more information about what exactly is going on and inform yourself, because in this day and age, it's really important to make sure that you have your own knowledge about the things that are going on, and so that you can have your own opinion. Well, thank you very much for...
Thank you very much.
Of course.